Sylvia Nazar is a German Uzbek-born writer who is currently the Knight Chair in Business Journalism at Columbia University. After her BA in Literature from Antioch College in 1970 and her MA in Economics from New York University in 1976, she has been a correspondent for important newspapers, including the New York Times and the U.S. News and World Report. She is the author of 2 books and several publications, as well as the editor of many other volumes. She received numerous prizes and awards, including the Los Angeles Times Book Award for Science and Technology and the National Book Critics Circle Award for Biography. Her latest book, Grand Pursuit: The Story of Economic Genius, chronicles the development of economic thought, focusing on some of the personalities who contributed most to its definition. However, she is best known for being the author of the best-selling biography A Beautiful Mind, published in over 30 languages, which inspired the 2001 Academy Award-winning movie of the same name. A Beautiful Mind is the biography of one of the most brilliant mathematicians of the 20th century, John Forbes Nash, author of Revolutionary Theories. Sylvia Nazar describes the main stages of his personal life as well as those of his academic career, cut short at an early age by the onset of a serious schizophrenic disorder, collecting the opinions of family members, professors, classmates, and colleagues. Born in West Virginia, John Nash showed his brilliant mathematical skills from his earliest years at school. After his degree in mathematics from the Carnegie Institute of Technology, he completed a doctorate at Princeton University in 1950 when he was only 22. He then joined the faculty of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which he was forced to leave in the late 50s due to his illness. The biography pieces together not only the story behind this famous mathematical model developed during graduate school within game theory and his marriage to Alicia, a young physics student, but also the onset of his first hallucinations and the numerous hospitalizations in psychiatric clinics until the gradual remission of the disease and the 1994 Nobel Prize for Economics. The movie adaptation, directed by Ron Howard and loosely based on the book, unlike the latter, begins in 1947 with the arrival at Princeton of the young mathematician played by Russell Crowe. Despite the accurate description of his mathematical studies, the movie omits some aspects of Nash's biography, including the son he had from a relationship before his marriage to Alicia, his arrest in 1959, and the rumors about his alleged homosexuality. Other omissions are the long separation with his wife, mainly due to his illness before their second marriage celebrated in 2001, and the background details regarding the Nobel Prize for Economics, which Nash was deprived of for many years due to his illness. As regards the latter, the movie's director preferred to render the mostly auditory hallucinations of the protagonist as visual hallucinations to help the audience better understand his condition. The biography of the famous ghost of Fine Hall, as some Princeton students have dubbed him because of his habit of wandering the corridors of the campus and limiting himself to writing numerology treatises on blackboards, tells the personal story of a brilliant mathematician whose promising career at the height of his success was compromised by the onset of a serious disorder, still little known at the time. One of the main themes is undoubtedly mental illness, in particular schizophrenia, of which the author provides a detailed description at the beginning of the book. Every aspect of Nash's illness, which obscured his extraordinary talent and influenced over 30 years of his life, and its tragic nature are recounted starting from the first hallucinations to the progressive loss of contact with reality and the extremely heavy repercussions in both his private and professional life. An important aspect is obviously mathematics, Nash's only reason for living, a source at the same time of enormous satisfaction and bitter disappointment. Every study carried out by the protagonist, in particular his landmark work on game theory known as Nash equilibrium, is described in a very accurate way. Lastly, another theme featuring prominently in the biography is love, embodied by the figure of his wife, who despite the huge difficulties will always remain at his side, supporting him day after day in his exhausting struggle against the disease. Alicia, in fact, is a fundamental point of reference for John and his only link with reality. The presence and the unconditional support of this determined woman played a crucial role in Nash's recovery and social rehabilitation. The main reason why I decided to focus this paper on a Nash biography is that A Beautiful Mind is one of the movies which have impressed me the most in the last years, not only for the extraordinary performance of the two leading actors, Russell Crowe and Jennifer Connelly, but also for the particular slant the movie's director gave to the narrative. The first part of the movie, in fact, is told from the delirious perspective of Nash, who is convinced that he is a government spy and has to carry out a secret assignment for the Pentagon, deciphering the Russian codes hidden in the texts of newspapers and magazine articles. The doubts around his first hospitalization in a psychiatric clinic and the diagnosis of paranoid schizophrenia aimed at compromising his work, a thesis supported by Nash himself, contribute to making the film extremely compelling and the discovery of the protagonist's illness unexpected. My curiosity to learn more about the life of this brilliant mathematician led me to read his biography, which I found even more exciting and engaging than a movie adaptation. In my opinion, A Beautiful Mind offers a valuable and accurate picture of a disease which was still little known around the end of the 20th century, such as paranoid schizophrenia, of the social stigma against the individuals suffering from this disease, their exclusion, and the widespread use of painful treatments such as electroconvulsive therapy, commonly known as electroshock, and insulin therapy. Nash's story is touching and moving, dramatic and at the same time full of hope, a hymn to life which teaches an invaluable lesson. We have to fight tirelessly for our dreams, for what we believe in and what we can change, and we have to learn to accept what we cannot change, preventing it from taking control of our life.